हेलो फ्रेंड्स, सो होप यू ऑल आर डूइंग वेल। आज के हम इस वीडियो में we will be doing something which is not very common, I would say, because it's kind of a boring drive, so people don't often do it, or they do it for 100 or 150 kilometers because it gets too boring. And as expected, it's a hypermilling. Hypermilling, you drive your car in the most economical manner so that you could extract the best fuel or the best range if it is an electric vehicle. So in today's video we will be doing hypermile on a Hyundai Kona Electric, which is a 2019 version, 39 kilowatt battery pack. This 2019 version is still being sold in India, and it is 2024. It is what it is. So what do you mean by hypermile? Hypermile में जैसे मैंने बताया कि आप अपनी गाड़ी को बिल्कुल आराम से, या हम कहते हैं in deep eco mode, usually we call it. So the speeds would be around about 44 to 45, and we will see how much range we can extract from Hyundai Kona Electric. It is not the practical way, but it's just to see how much efficient your electric vehicle is, or if you are trying to do it in a ICE vehicle. So there you can see how much mileage you can extract. So currently the range which is showing on our odometer is 353. It is without AC. So what we will do is we will use AC. Here in Hyundai Kona Electric there is a driver AC option only. So probably we will be doing, once we get onto the highway, we will see how the climate is, and we don't want to sweat it, and not doing that like you open your windows so that heat doesn't come. We're not doing that. We will be using the driver AC, and we will be driving. The ARA range of Hyundai Kona Electric is 452. I'm not sure what happens. It is 11 a.m. Currently, and the sun sets by 6:37 p.m. So we will be driving till that, and then see how it goes. So I will be regularly updating you around about at 10 to 15% of SOC, and from there on, let's see how much efficiency this Kona Electric gives. So let's just start. It would be a boring drive, but let's see. I wanted to do it long time back. It's been a year of ownership of Hyundai Kona, so it's been a while that I didn't try the hypermilling on Hyundai Kona. So let's start our drive, and I will be updating you. So we are beginning our drive. We are just in the city currently, and so we will have the current region at 3 to begin with. Then gradually, once we are on the highway, we will be shifting to 0 region, and we will use deep eco mode plus auto only AC, driver only AC in auto mode. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. It would be a long, boring drive, and we'll be providing you updates around about every 15 to 10% of usage of battery. 10% I would be able to gauge how much efficiently I have to drive. I had to start the drive initially in the morning, but I was not able to get up at time, so just ruined the plans actually. So it is what it is. So we are crossing Patiala city. Currently the range is showing 353 kilometers. So let's see how it goes overall. So we are currently exiting Patiala. This is the outskirts of Patiala, and we are currently just cruising at 32 kilometers per hour. And once we are on the highway, which is just 1 to 2 kilometers from here, we will be then shifting upwards to 44 kilometers per hour. And once we are on the highway, we will be starting to use auto AC as well. So let's see how this endurance or rather hypermilling goes. So here we are on Bathinda Patiala highway. This is the Bathinda Chandigarh highway. This goes from Chandigarh to Bathinda. It's a 4-lane highway, and we are on the main road now. We have exited Patiala. So the idea is to now drive at 40 to 44 kilometers per hour along with auto AC, the driver only AC in Kona Electric. So currently we have driven around I think we have driven around 9.3 kilometers from the city, and the battery percentage is 98%, and now we will be starting with auto AC and with driver only AC. So it shows you 319 kilometers of range. So let's start a further drive, and I will be updating you around about 10 to 15% of SOC once it is done. I think the next update should be around 15% SOC, and then I will have an idea as to how much efficiency I am getting with auto AC and the driver only AC. We are in the deep eco mode. That would be a better indicator of how the drive is, because you don't want to sweat it out in this weather. It doesn't look nice. You want to do something that has to be done in a convenient manner. So let's shift on the highway. So it will be a gradual increase in the speeds. The ARI range of Hyundai Kona is 452 kilometers. How much does it give with AC, with auto AC in driver only mode at 44 to 40 kilometers of speed, because below that it would be quite a boring drive actually. And so this highway is quite a good highway, and you can do hypermile on the sides. So now we are increasing the speed, be around 40. So this currently this Hyundai Kona Electric which I'm driving is 39 kilowatt hour battery pack. This current car which I'm driving is dampened. It's all doors are dampened, dicky is dampened, the floor and the roof are not dampened. So the curb weight of Kona is I think 1485. It would be this after dampening it does add to some of the weight. I don't know how much weight would have gained. So next update would be around when we have depleted 15% of our SOC. So let's see how it goes. So we are on the highway still, and so this is how the energy consumption on Kona comes. It will be showing you all the graph, how much the climate control is using, how much the driving is using, and how much electronics I am using. So that's a good thing, and we are fixed at around 40 kilometers an hour, and the only thing is that we have to give passes to the cars which are coming the high speed, and that's the only drawback. You have to still be vigilant on the highway. So let's see how our hypermilling goes, and it be a long drive and a boring one. So I fixed at 40 because I think that 40 it would be better along with the auto AC. So let's see how it goes. So in Bhavanigarh, this section is being recarpeted, so we've encountered a traffic. So this is really getting our hypermile drive even more boring, and let's hope that I think in the intersection to reach on the highway is coming. I think that's the cut which will give us the highway access. So these kind of things you can't plan, and you don't basically look for we are stuck in this traffic, and hopefully we'll get it sorted, I guess. I think the turn is just 200 meters away, I think. Yes, seems the turn is just 200 meters away. After that we would be again on the highway. We didn't, so beyond Bhavanigarh, I think the highway, yes, there is a cut over there. Yes, really botches up the hypermile drive or something, whichever you are planning. See, people coming from all the sides. You just can't do anything. खड़ जा भाई. So I think this is the cut. Yes, this will lead us to the highway now. So we are entering the main section. Hopefully drive ahead would be fine. Yes, so we have entered the main section, but it just kills the whole drive actually. Whole hypermile, like we were cruising at about, I was doing at about 40 to 42 to 44. I think it was 40 mostly, and I was doing fine. Let's see, now we are on the highway again. Thank you. So we are still doing a hypermilling, and it's 91% SOC remaining. We have done around 47 kilometers just, but we had a very poor highway in Bhavanigarh where we had to be very slow, and we were stuck up in traffic. And now again we are doing it. We are doing above 40, 41, 42, these kind of speeds with auto AC, and just I'm not seeing how much I am driving in 1%. So let's see how much I am driving in 1%, and so currently we will see how much I will be driving at 1% of SOC. So let's see. Only thing I've seen on this highway is you just have to be, once you're hypermilling, you have to be very careful, because sometimes the cars which are coming from the rear end are at high speeds, and you have to just give them pass. So that's the only drawback doing hypermilling on highways which are designed to do highway speeds at 80 around. So either you do it early in the morning, or maybe some selected highways where the traffic is less. So let's see how much at 1% SOC how much I'm extracting the range. So I will be now showing you once it is at 90%. Currently we are at 91. So let's fix GoPro back. GoPro is fixed, and we are still at 91%. And let's see how much I'm driving at 90. How much I'm driving in 1% SOC. So I will update you in a while. So we have done around 54.9 kilometers, and you consume 10% of our associates. So it's 90% of the battery. So it's coming about 15.3 kilometer per kilowatt hour. So next update we would be doing at around 80%. So at around 80%, we will then re-strategize like how to extract more range, whether we have to use auto AC or not. I think not using auto AC would be not right, because it's 27 degree, and that will really not be ideal, because you don't want to challenge yourself in such a climate, and there's no gain to be honest. So once the evening settles, we can use less of AC by then. So let's move on further. So we have started again, and so it's 90%. Currently we are 90% SOC, and with auto AC we will be again now cruising at 43 to, I think 43 should be the ideal speed, because even at around 33, 35 to 44, I think this the energy consumption is almost the same. If I see from the energy graph, which comes on the EV screen. So I hope the traffic is less on this stretch. This stretch should be fine, I think. Anyway, it's a highway, so we can't expect it to be just empty. So it's not a track where we are just spinning and spinning and spinning, where you can extract even more energy efficiency. You will have these flyovers coming in between traffic stops. There was a recarpeting of the road going on that got us hold up for some time. All these would be sabotaging our numbers, but it is what it is. So let's hope that we get proper empty highway where we can just cruise along at 43 to 44 speed. Yes, the AC is still on. It's the driver only AC, because I personally don't feel that doing it without AC would yield anything to me personally, because maybe it will give me 20-30 kilometers more, but you don't want to do it uncomfortably. You see, if you want to do it, you have to do it in a proper manner. You have to enjoy the process. Actually, you don't want to be like you are sitting in a hot cabin for around 7 to 8 hours. It just doesn't justify, in my opinion. Maybe later, once the evening settles, or once the temperature cools down in the evening by 4 or 5, we will require less of AC at that time. But currently, you just can't sit in the car without AC. It's just not possible. So next update I would be giving you at around 80%, and it's a beautiful highway. Chandigarh-Bathinda highway. It's a nice one. changes. Now I am going down the flyover, so it comes to negative. Yeah, you see. Usually at speed of 41 to 44, like I will show you. So this is, so let's extract it to 44. Yeah, 43 would be the ideal speed for this Hypermile, in my opinion, with auto AC. Of course, the driver only. So you can see over here, it's doing around 2 kilowatts for the driving, 0.35 for the climate control, and some electronics as well, because you will get bored if you don't listen to some music or some news or something. So that's how it's consuming. So I'm keeping around 42, and this is the driving one is 2 kilowatt, climate is 0.31, electronics 0.21. So it's hover around 1 or 2, and that's quite a good consumption for this drive. Let's hope for the best.
मैं हूँ शीतल आपके साथ, और एग्जाम्स चल रहे हैं बच्चों के, तो किस तरह से वो अच्छे से पढ़ाई करें, कंसंट्रेशन जो है वो बनी रहे.
So we have done around 101.5 kilometers, and the battery is around 82%. So next update we will be doing it around 70%, and let's see how it goes. We will have a stop over here. It's a nice outlet over here, and we'll have just a stopover, and then we will move. So we are up and running now. We had a small break, and stats are the same. 101 kilometers we have done, and the battery is around 82% still there. Auto AC with driver only. So let's start our next leg and see how our journey goes. The only mistake I did was to park the car under sun. There was no shed over there, so it will take some time to cool the car, and that will consume a little bit of SOC, I think. So dash cam, our GoPro is set, and our energy is also back. Let's start the next leg of our journey. We'll be doing the similar speeds, 43 to 45 with auto AC, and we will be checking the consumption as usual while we are riding. So now we will be moving towards Barnala Moga highway. That would be 66, that almost 120, and then after that straight to Patiala. Once we are near to Patiala, then we will assess like if we have to continue the ride today also, or we have to take a stop for the remaining to be done next day. So let's cruise along this highway. It's very prevalent to see people coming on wrong sides. It's quite a common sight over here. There's a lot of two-wheelers coming wrong side. Can't help it actually. So be now updating you once we are around 200 kilometers, or around, I think, 70% SOC. Yes, 70% should be fine. Let's see. Not sure that I will be doing it at night, because in the night time it would be difficult to maintain the speed, and because you're not probably having a better idea of what's coming from behind at the speed. In the daytime you can have a better idea, so we can have a break of next day for the needful, maybe. Yes, so we have to just increase the speed because truck is coming. Yes, I have to give this guy a pass. Next update I will be providing you once we do around 200 kilometers. So, thank you. So welcome back again. So we have done around 134 kilometers, and we have consumed now 25% of our battery. The status is around this. So with AC it shows 245, without 266, and we have done 134 kilometers. And next update I would be giving you around once we have done 50% of our battery, or I think around 200 kilometers. So let's see how it goes. It's 4 PM now. I had a break at 100 kilometers, so let's hope for the best. So we have done around 159 kilometers, and we have consumed around 30% of SOC. So currently it shows around 234 range, 245, 249 with without AC, with AC 234, 159. So this is the Banana Moga Road. It goes to Amritsar. This is the highway. I think it's the same Amritsar Jamnagar one. I'm not sure about it. So 30% we have managed to do 159 kilometers in 30%. We are probably doing 40 to 45 in the last from the last 130 kilometers. We are maintaining exactly 45 very easily. What we will do is we will consume 50%, then we will see how we proceed, because 45 is kind of a little boring, to be honest. maybe I increase the speed to 50 and then see how the consumption is, because the more the speed would be, it would let me cover more distance in with respect to R. 45 would be something else, 50 would be something. If the consumption is if the consumption near same, then I would be doing at 50. So I have no idea how much we will be doing. So let's see. Now I'm putting the dash cam, putting the GoPro again back to where it belongs. We are recording all the journey on the dash cam also, so the footage is already there. So let's move further. So we have been doing this all along with obviously auto AC and with deep Eco Plus mode. So welcome back again. So we have consumed 30% of our battery and we have done 159 kilometers. So next update, I think I should be providing you at around 50%, I guess, or maybe once I complete 200 kilometers. So we are driving it in deep eco mode, Eco Plus. There is an Eco Plus mode in Kona Electric. So deep Eco Plus mode, speeds are around now maintaining around 45 kilometers per hour. Obviously the cruise control is here with auto AC, with driver only AC. I think once the night falls more, I may not require the AC much in the last. And what I've seen is that Kona Electric, it's really very efficient vehicle. Once the battery goes below 20%, the efficiency drops a bit, but otherwise it's good. It's highly efficient. So there are a little bit of raindrops coming. No idea from where it has arrived. So hopefully it should not be a problem. Yeah. Just a passing shower maybe. Yes. So back to 40. So efficiency, what the odometer is telling me, it is 14.4 kilometer per kilowatt hour. It was for 15 initially, so probably it would settle at 14 maybe by the end of this ride. Let's see. I'm constantly checking the consumption graph. It really helps in long run to maintain the maintain more efficiency. That should be the ideal term. So next update I would be providing you once we complete 200 kilometers. So thank you. So welcome again. So we have done around 200 kilometers. We've consumed 38% of the battery. The range is showing like this: 203 with the AC. With climate off, it goes to 217. So 38% of the battery we have managed to do 200 kilometers. So and maintaining the speeds I'm maintaining is 45 with the cruise control. Eco Plus mode, driver only AC. Let's see how it goes. It's been a boring drive. Even the motorcycles, two-wheelers, other kind of vehicles which normally don't overtake you are overtaking you. So so next update I would be providing you when the battery is at 50%, right? I think that would be at that point we will be getting an idea how much we will be doing it till I think 3% or 2%. Let's see. Thank you. So we are we just halted for 2-3 minutes here. That's a Kona Electric, and here is a 3 kilowatt charger from HP. That is the guy told me that it just started, but it's not activated yet. So 3 kilowatt on a highway. This is a Barnala Moga highway, and it's exactly in the middle position, but 3 kilowatt is not done actually. 3 kilowatt charger on a highway doesn't make sense, but still, if sometimes you are stuck up and those things, you may have a option of just topping up, but it's not ideal. On a highway you need 60 kilowatt or maybe a 30 kilowatt there. So as the sun sets, we have done around 200 kilometers in 38%, and now we will be pursuing our next journey. So I will be updating you around 50% of SOC, then see how it goes. Thank you. So we're beginning our ride from 200 kilometers. So we have done 200, and let's see how it goes. Now the next update, as I told you, would be giving you around 50% of the SOC. So the same 45 speed, auto AC, driver only AC. Beyond that, I think the footage would not be that great because it would be night, and I don't think so we will have quality image coming from the GoPro. Dash cam evidence of the ride would obviously be there, so that would be there. And I think by 7:30 it should be pitch dark, and the rest of the journey, rest of the 62% journey would be in the night, I suppose. So I had a little break, and hopefully the re-energized version of me can get it through to this hypermilling drive. It's really taxing to sit at 45 kilometer speed, and your bikes, the usual slow moving traffic overtaking you, and they looking back at you that what the guy is doing. And you have to be careful also, because sometimes somebody is likely to overtake from the left, because in India still people do not drive on the left once they are slow. The slow moving traffic is usually wherever they want. A lot of trucks, they are just going at 45 and they would be on the right side. They should be on the left side. So that you have to be careful about it. And the efficiency is 14.3 kilometer per kilowatt hour I am getting currently. So I don't think so I can beat it further. I'm not sure. Maybe once the battery is around 20% or 10%, there I may do a little bit more hypermilling, and maybe by night I don't require the AC even. So next update at 50% of SOC. You can just enjoy the sunset view. So welcome friends, we have done around 253 kilometers. I think it is quite visible over here. Yes, 253. So 253 we have done, and the battery consumption is about 50%. In 50% we have done around 253 kilometers. So from now on, I think from 45% from 55% SOC, I was not using the AC because there was no requirement, and I had already stated in the start of the hypermilling that I will be using AC as when required. I don't want to do it with like we have to switch off the AC to maximize the range, nothing like that. So speeds are 45, and so next I would be updating you around 350. I think that would be an ideal update at 350, and 50% the battery is consumed, and the 50% is remaining. Let's see how much we can do hypermile. So it would be again deep eco mode, no AC now, at 45 kilometers of speed. So let's do the second part of our hypermilling. So we have done 300 kilometers. We've consumed around 58% of the battery, and probably I will be doing just 350 kilometers today, because 50 kilometers is my home today, and it would be 10 hours of drive, I think 10 hours plus, and the rest of the remaining SOC we will be doing it tomorrow, and it would be in kind of a daytime also, so it would be good to have a proper video. So that's it, 300 kilometers, 58% we have consumed, 14.2 kilometer per kilowatt is the efficiency which is coming. So let's see. I think 350 I will be giving you a next update, or rather when I stop for the break. That would be done for the day. Thank you. So we reached end of our today's ride. So it is 350 kilometers we have done, and the consumption is about 68%. We have done 350 kilometers, and rest of the ride would be doing after some rest. It's been almost 11 hours of 11 hours of drive actually. So 350 we have done, and I think 33%, 32% it's showing, so it would be around about I think it should be around about 30%, 31% we will be doing, and I'm currently maintaining 1%. I'm doing around 6 to 7 kilometers, so no how much we can expect more. I think 150 should be easily possible, in my opinion, but with the energy consumption now I have got an idea which aspect of the car is getting more kilowatts. So maybe in the morning I may not require that navigation and all those, because I am going on the familiar routes. I am very well versed with all those routes. So after the rest we will be continuing this hypermilling exercise. Thank you. So next update would be when I do around about 450 kilometers. First at 30%, then 450, then probably 500, then whatever is possible with the range. The speeds I am maintaining 43 to 45. Yeah, I was 43 once I came back now. So AC was like, if I require I use it, but after 55% of SOC I have not required any air conditioner because of the climate. So let's hope for the best. How our hypermilling exercise goes on Hyundai Kona Electric.